AJ, Anthony Joshua, he was caught in training camp with Jermell, Charlo, and Derrick James. Blessed love and blessed day, old boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fighting nation. It's Coach Fire, and this is real life boxing. Before we get into the video, best double jab straight down the pipe. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when all new content is being uploaded on the channel of Real Life Boxing. Put the left hook behind it and share the videos, please and thank you. Like I said, AJ, Anthony Joshua, the former unified heavyweight champion of the world, 3 belts. He was caught, reported by Dazn Boxing on Instagram. He was caught in training camp with Derrick James, who is right now in training camp with the undisputed 154-pound title holder Jermell Charlo, and Derrick James is also the trainer of the unified welterweight champion Errol, the Big Fish Man Down Spence. So as we know, Anthony Joshua is coming off his most recent defeat to the hands of Alexander Usyk. That was his 3rd loss and his 2nd to the hands of the new unified champion at heavyweight, Alexander Usyk. Anthony Joshua is 24-3, 24 wins, 3 losses, 22 big wins coming by KO. He's 33 years old, he's 6'6", and he has an 82-inch reach. Started boxing late, was fast-tracked, and got all the way up to 3 belts unified heavyweight champion. Since he suffered a loss to Andy Ruiz, in which he revenged by beating Andy Ruiz, and then he suffered 2 losses back-to-back with Alexander Usyk. After the first Alexander Usyk fight, Anthony Joshua went on a shopping spree. He went looking for a new trainer. In the 2nd fight with Alexander Usyk, he hired Robert Garcia, who, did his thing, but I don't think either of them were that impressed with each other. So Anthony Joshua is still shopping, and there's been talks about who's going to be his new trainer. Who will he be working with? Well, he's taking a trip down to Texas to rock out with Jermell Charlo, Derrick James, Errol Spence, and I like it. I think that style in which Derrick James teaches, I mean, those boys are mean. Errol Spence is mean in the ring. Both Charlos are mean in the ring. And I feel like that's what most people thought that Anthony Joshua was missing in his fights against Alexander Usyk and some of his, more recent fights before those 2 fights. Missing the meanness, the roadman mentality, as Hatman would say. Missing the meanness from Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? And I think that Derrick James is a decent to perfect fit for Anthony Joshua in the styles. Teaches them boys to come forward behind the jab. Subtle, very subtle but effective defense. Coming in behind the jab. Those guys are catching punches, very defensively sound, catching punches, rolling back with punches, catching and countering. Just very hardcore boxing by those guys. And there's some back footwork too. You know what I'm saying? And there's some footwork mixed in, and there's some back footwork as well. So, Derrick James teaches them boys to be dominant on the front foot, behind the jab, using boxing fundamentals, defensively sound, catching and countering punches, and being mean in there. You know what I'm saying? With the back foot work as well, because all of those dudes could get on the back foot and box. You know what I'm saying? Both Charlos, Errol Spence can get in the back, can get on the back foot and box, but specialize in coming forward behind the jab, up and down with it, going to the body. Like I said, catching and countering punches, very subtle defense. There's not much like overused head movement, like they don't move their head too much. It's subtle. It's just enough to make the punch miss and come back with a punch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, they ain't gonna be all over the place rolling, and they're not gonna be too far with their slipping and their bobbing and weaving, but they can make you miss a punch and they can make you pay. You know what I'm saying? Real tight boxing styles. You know what I'm saying? So I like this for Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? I like it a lot for Anthony Joshua, especially for mindset, because one thing that the Charlos don't. Well, I wouldn't say Jermell. One thing that Jermell Charlo doesn't lack, along with Errol Spence, is that mindset. You know what I'm saying? Those boys are mean when they get in there. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's that's missing from Anthony Joshua's arsenal. Physically gifted, but the meanness, where has it gone? So I like this. I like it a lot, and I want you guys to tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section. Anthony Joshua, the former unified heavyweight champion of the world, seen in camp with Derrick James, Jermell Charlo, and squad. You guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. And until then, keep fighting your fight and protect yourself at all times. Peace and one love. It's Coach Fight. This is Real Life Boxing.